Morgan, great to have you here. You are working for Bankwatch. Maybe you can just say a few words about your organization and then give us your perspective on district heating, on decarbonization of heating, and specifically looking at Eastern Europe because you're based in Prague. So.
Yes, nice to talk with you. So I work with CEE Bankwatch. It's an NGO that looks at public financing and trying to encourage them to positive projects. And I focus specifically on how to get more public finance to renewable-based district heating in Central and Eastern Europe. And yeah, so that's looking at mainly existing systems and converting them to renewable energy.
And specifically now talking about Eastern Europe, because you are having the hands-on direct experience being based in Prague. So how do you see the willingness and the openness of the industry to change and to look into the decarbonization of existing networks?
Well, district heating is a very local operation, I would say, so it's really going to vary from place to place. You'll have some mayors or district heating companies that really are ambitious and want to take it on and are really trying to be pioneers in the region, but it's really not at the rate and speed that we need for the whole region. So that's what we really try to do, especially Bankwatch, is try to find these good examples and just show, because a lot of district heating companies in the region just don't even know what's actually possible and what's out there. So.
And where would you see the hurdle? So it's a lack of knowledge, as you were just saying, but what else do you think stands in the way of decarbonizing or modernizing, maybe more generally speaking?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest issues is the finance. There's financing there, and you hear a lot, there's plenty of money, but it's not being spent the most smart way. So you have big systems that really could improve by improving energy efficiency and improving the buildings, things like that, and it's just not being done at the scale that it needs to be. So, and also the legislation, I mean, now with the new Fit for 55 package, maybe things will speed up and go in the right direction, but it really is going to depend on the national implementation. And, yeah. So,
what do you think about excess heat, waste heat? Because that's a lot of availability which is not being used today, and which could perhaps be a relatively cost-effective and secure way of changing the heat source.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is exactly one of those things where we need more pilot projects in the region, and also just to give district heating companies faith that it can work even in high temperature systems. You know, and how do we slowly decrease the temperature and move them to something where it would be easier to incorporate waste heat. But I mean, if most of these heating systems are using CHPs, it is waste heat in its own way, so it's not such a foreign concept.
It shouldn't be, but I mean, there's a lot of other waste heat. If you look at, I don't know, at data centers or supermarkets or wherever you have cooling, also you will have waste heat, and that's very often overlooked, I think.
Yeah.
So
definitely. I mean, speaking to some, I think that it's known, and some of the district heating operators or municipalities, it's known that it's there, and I think it's just about making it happen and putting it into practice, and getting more comfortable with more dispersed district heating solutions.
Definitely, yeah. So technology is there and solutions are there. We just need to find the right angle to make it really happen on the ground. So.
Yep.
Thanks a lot for your insights.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.